According to estimates by the African Union and the African Ministers' Council on Water, Africa needs to invest at least $45 billion annually in water and sanitation to achieve the Sustainable Development Goals by 2030, while less than a third of this amount is currently mobilized, leaving a gaping hole of approximately $30 billion each year. In an attempt to address this situation and deliver meaningful results, the African Union AIP 2025 Summit held from August 13 to 15, 2025 placed Africa at the center of the global water agenda. By giving visibility to concrete projects and adopting an ambitious roadmap, this summit sends a clear signal: the continent is no longer content to plead its case. It is proposing solutions and demanding results.
We must treat water as critical, and not only for survival, but as a foundation for our economic transformation. It's an economic infrastructure. And we need to safeguard this critical resource from climate threat and also from inefficiencies. And the climate impact is costing Africa $200 billion a year.
Among the measures already undertaken to reduce the financing gap for water and sanitation in Africa, on August 15, 2025, after 3 days of work, delegates to the African Union AIP Water Summit adopted the Cape Town Declaration on Water Investment, considering a pivotal step in the battle to close the sector's financing gap. This text aims to mobilize more domestic resources, create an attractive investment climate, develop innovative financial instruments, and align water and sanitation projects with climate financing.
As the MDBs have jointly been committing an average of between 10 and 12 billion US dollars of financing annually in the water sector. Our objective is obviously to scale up and increase those numbers to achieve higher results and impacts.
Behind the numbers, this deficit has serious repercussions. In Africa, nearly 400 million people still lack access to a safe source of drinking water, while more than 700 million live without adequate sanitation facilities, according to the United Nations Development Infrastructure Program. According to experts, this situation prevents the continent from fully achieving SDG 6 and contributes to the persistence of waterborne diseases such as cholera, typhoid, and childhood diarrhea, which are responsible for more than 300,000 deaths each year. The lack of quality water and sanitation also results in an economic loss estimated at between 2% and 5% of annual GDP in several countries.
Over 400 million people who are without access to clean drinking water on the continent. And 700 million people do not have access to good sanitation. Also, that the social and economic sectors do not get all the water they need to thrive.
Despite these challenges, industrial players are showing some confidence. The commitments made in Cape Town are expected to mobilize an additional 10 to 12 billion US dollars per year over the next 5 years, gradually closing the financing gap. If this momentum is maintained, it could place Africa on a more sustainable trajectory by strengthening population resilience, improving public health, and supporting economic growth.